These guys are gonna perform pediatric assessment, right? And we're gonna do cardiac cases for PALS, pediatric advanced life support. And here we're gonna run the app, QCPR. They're gonna do compressions, and we're gonna do here compressions only, no ventilations, because we're using this head here for intubation. So we're not using this head for ventilation. We're using this head for ventilation, intubation. This is just for compressions for the feedback device. You guys are using the monitor. Remember, it's weight-based, right, settings, right? For defibrillation, what are the joules?
It says 0.5.
Not for cardioversion, but for defibrillation.
2, 4, 6,
you got it.
8. That is how we defibrillate.
Right, 10 is the max. 10 is the max. Cardioversion is 0.5 to 1. Second one is 2 joules. Very good. Synchronized, right? So if I give you the weight, make sure you write this down, right? And how you're going to adjust it, right? You see the numbers here. Let's say if your patient is 20 kg, right? 20 times 2 is 40 for the first, right? So you're going to put it at 40. If you don't have, right, 40, you have 30 and 50. What are you going to do? Go to the lowest one first, right? Go to the lowest one first, and then you could increase your settings. We're going to run the QCPR app, right? And then we're going to see, right, what happens in terms of that, right?
Do you have the spare test load? Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Thank you.
In terms of your pads, right? You could put these anterior posterior because these are adults. If you want to, right, do it. But my stuff is already connected to this device, so I don't have you really connect any ECG leads. You want to do a 12 lead, you could run it. I have it connected. So the moment you say we want to defibrillate, you put the pads anterior posterior. We're going to say that's your monitor, right? If you need to do that. Any questions? And then, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, on my phone, I'm going to run what's known as, hold this for a second, point it on the board. Can you record this? So I'm going to do CCF, right? CCF stands for chest compression fraction, and it's basically how much time is hands on chest or hands on chest, or basic way of saying is CPR, right?
Chest compression.
And then at the bottom is going to be total hold time. So that's basically how long we're going to run this until we get what? From the moment we have no pulse to the time we got ROSC. Make sense? Yeah. So the moment I say pulse is back, this time stops. This time only runs when CPR is performed, right? So for this one, you're going to do continuous compressions, right? Remember we talked about continuous compressions with asynchronous ventilation. So one breath every 2 to 3 seconds, right? 2 to 3 seconds. If you have a BVM, no advanced airway, you're going to ventilate one breath every 2 to 3. If you have advanced airway, you're going to ventilate one breath every
2 to 3.
2 to 3. Excellent. Same thing. 2 to 3, right? Let's say 3 seconds. Just keep it flat. 3 seconds, one breath, asynchronous. 100 to 120 a minute, right? And our goal is to get CCF. What is the goal for CCF? What's the number?
81%.
Yeah. So
More than 80.
You want more than 80%. So truly speaking, you want 81, and you know, if you could get it to 100, right? I'll be very impressed. Right? And then this number is going to be in seconds. This number is in seconds. You're going to multiply this by 100, and then we're going to get our
percentage.
CCF fraction. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to run my stopwatch on the thing, on my phone, and then we're going to run this on this monitor, and we're going to see, basically, do they match. I think this number is going to be higher, because it also factors in, right, like how deep, right, how good is the recoil, hand placement. I'm just assuming every compression is good, where this one may give you something else. And we're going to calculate this out, right, and we'll see. So Angel is the team leader. You got all your assignments. I'm going to put this into the CPR only mode. Right. Yeah. Sure, it's here.